Welcome back, everybody, to Rantpocalypse Talks Fear, The Walking Dead. I'm Justin.
Hey, I'm Kelly, and I'm the mom, he's the son, so together we are a mother and son YouTube and duo. Isn't that what I'm supposed to say?
I think so. I think
That work out, that
I
works
think that
out.
works. Yeah, you're the mom, I'm the son. We talk about
Okay,
shows and
on stuff,
we,
yeah,
yeah, we
do it on
review
YouTube.
them out of bacons because we're
Okay,
weirdos. And I have poop on my head, poop's down there.
already had the big poop, now
Yeah,
you got the little poop,
I had
because,
the big poop there.
mm-hmm,
Now, no, no, now I got the baby poop, and I got
baby
the
poop.
poops on my
I
head.
do
So
love the poop on your hat.
I
That's,
do as well. Straight up out of Walmart.
yeah,
Five
it's
ninety
pretty
five
sweet.
for this hat. It's glorious. I love it. But we are here to discuss episode 13 of season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead, a Travis and Chris centric episode. We get to find out what all went down after episode 10, I believe, which was entitled Do Not Disturb in this episode.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, I think
it
it was
was
more.
a chest, it was a chest
Yeah, it was
shot,
more of a
yeah.
chest shot than a headshot. We did get a headshot in this episode, which was a pretty gruesome headshot, that's for
Yeah.
sure. We're gonna give you guys our top moments from this episode and then our score out of bacon. So let's get right into it.
All right, so our number 3 moment was when we see Travis within the crowd at the gate. Madison sees him and she's like, oh my God, it's you, Travis. Come on through, honey. And obviously, that mob hasn't had it too bad because they let Travis come through and then they opened up the gate enough for him to go through.
He was having to, kind of squirm a
Okay,
little bit to make
yeah,
it through. But you're right. I mean, I was fully expecting a mob mentality to start happening and people being like, "Hell no, I'm not going to let that dude through. I
have
don't
you
have
ever,
anything to eat." You see that glorious beard that he's
yes,
got on his face?
exactly. Have you ever been to like Whataburger in line when something's on sale? I mean, you don't even let anybody, even if it's not on sale, you don't let anybody cut through.
I mean, I think the easiest comparison is Black Friday.
Yeah,
Come on,
you're right.
you're like, oh my God, I've waited my entire life to get this 32-inch TV that's $25.
Right.
Like that's all I ever wanted in life.
Yep.
There's only 5 of them though, and that
Yep.
bitch over there, I'm
Yep.
gonna cut her in order to
I'm
get that.
so sorry that I have to cut a bitch, but
Exactly. Yeah, I was fully expecting some crazy, crazy stuff to happen. I can't believe that that little group of refugees let Travis in slightly easily, but I did love the moment. I thought it was a very touching moment. I love the music that they were playing in
me
that
too.
moment. I love the way that it was shot, the fact that they were showing Madison's face and she was just, oh my gosh, like I can't
I
believe this
know.
happened. And then they pan over to Travis's face and just the disbelief that he had on his face that
Yes.
this is not happening. I cannot believe that this is happening. I love what the line that he says later in the episode, though, about the fact of seeing this beacon and that it's almost a burden to him to have seen this because he would have been able to go to the grave with his secrets of what happened with Chris. Like, I thought
I
that was
didn't even
an
hear that
amazing
part.
line. Oh,
And I watched it twice.
it was such a good line. Like he said
Wow.
that I wish I wouldn't have seen that light because then I would have been able to take this to the grave. And the fact that he was so happy to see Madison, but at the same time he probably, like he said, he would have rather just gone on about his life, not ever seen any, Madison, Alicia, anybody that he
Right.
knew.
That knew
But
Chris.
yeah, that knew Chris and everything. So really, really cool moment. I like that. It also leads to, oh crap, they're letting all these refugees in. Are we going to lose the hotel and will we have walker kills coming? Because we always see, with a big group of people,
Yes.
somebody could potentially be
Right.
infected and we
Right.
have like a mass killings because they're
It,
they're
it
all together.
it's going to be ruined. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way this glorious place is not going to be ruined.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, there's only 2 episodes left. The season finale is back to back next week,
Mhm.
so I expect lots of crazy shit to go down. Our number 2 favorite moment from this episode was Chris's line. Whenever Chris says, "There's no more good, there's no more bad, no more right or wrong, it's kill or be killed." It sent chills down my spine whenever he said that to Travis. It was one of those moments where if it was something not like that Chris had said to Travis, it would have been one of those moments of like, oh, my boy's growing up to be a
Yeah.
good kid. But it was
Yeah.
like, oh, my kid's growing up to be this terror, this nightmare.
Well, that and also, I mean, they brought out the fact that that Chris is barely, well, he's still 15. And to hear a 15-year-old to have to utter those lines is pretty heart-wrenching for a parent. So
Yeah.
it's like, my boy is growing up too fast. So
Grown up way, way too fast. But I know we both love whenever Travis is having that conversation with him and he just smacks that can out of his hand.
that beer, come on, kid.
It was
Loved it.
great. It was fantastic. And I just love the fact that Chris is just looking for acceptance. This is something that he hasn't had acceptance for his entire life. This is another conversation that Travis had with Madison, the fact that whenever their home was broken up, whenever Travis divorced Liza and they split up, that Chris had nowhere to go. Like his family structure was broken and he just couldn't handle it. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
lots of people have their family structures broken.
Come
And
on.
yeah,
That's America,
yeah,
people.
that's American. And but some people, they just can't cope with it. And
Right.
it's understandable. You can't say, oh, well, you should be able to nut up and be able to cope with it. We all handle things differently. We all need different things. And it's just crazy to me whenever that happens and they have this whole conversation about the morality that Chris is lacking and the fact that Chris throws down that ultimatum of, you better watch how you play this, Dad. Man, that was a cold-hearted line.
Again, I wish you had another beer in your hand for me to slap it out. I may even slap your face. You better watch how you talk to me, punk.
Yeah, definitely.
But
That is for
yeah,
sure.
although Chris had the muscle at this point behind
Yes.
him.
Yeah, he did have the muscle. He had the gun and everything. So it's kind of understandable whenever you're not sure how stable your kid is at that point.
Or that he's actually totally unstable. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, honey, you're right. You know,
You're totally right.
I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
I will
Fuck me.
I will buy you that PlayStation 4 immediately when we get
Exactly.
home. Like, it is all
Exactly.
yours. Just don't
Uh,
shoot me in my sleep right now. Our number one moment from this week's episode was whenever Chris betrays Travis.
uh,
It was such a disheartening moment for a character like Travis. Keeps trying to like show Chris the way, the good way in life, and you think in that little instant that Chris may be coming back to the good side. Because I
yeah.
see everybody, they keep comparing Chris and Travis to Darth Vader and Luke. But that's not an apt comparison. Darth Vader loved Luke. Like, he didn't kill Luke or anything, and he didn't leave Luke. To me, it's more Anakin Skywalker, and why am I'm blanking on his name right now.
I don't know anything about Star
Who who
Wars.
who who trained Anakin? It's Ewan McGregor, and he's the old guy. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi is who you're
Yes.
looking
Yeah,
for.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think that's such a better comparison because, Anakin just completely goes to the dark side and he betrays everything that Obi-Wan had taught him. So to me, you can say, Darth Vader and Luke all you want, but it's better to compare Obi-Wan and Anakin's
It's
relationship, in my opinion.
it's so funny because every time you start talking about Star Wars, this is how I know my friends are when I start talking about The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. They're going, uh,
Yeah.
uh-huh, wah, 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 wah. So,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love Star Wars. I have way, way too many interests, but I did love that moment. I liked how he disarmed Travis in that moment. It was very, very sneaky, very slimy of
and
Chris.
totally heartbreaking as a parent.
Yeah, totally, totally heartbreaking. So, all right, what do you give this episode out of bacons?
I'm going to give this 5 bacons because I absolutely love this episode. For a Fear the Walking Dead episode, I mean, come on, they've just gotten better and better in the second half. So it makes me where I cannot wait for the season finale.
I completely agree with you. I thought this episode, for a Fear the Walking Dead episode, was damn near perfect. It was a really, really good episode. I loved all the questions that it brought up about who's right and who's wrong. Is Chris's way right? Is Travis's way right? Who do you side with? Do you side with Travis or do you side with Chris?
I'm going to go right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
That's where I'd like to think
Madison.
in yes, Madison, exactly. In the zombie apocalypse, I'm going to try to be, a little good and a little bad.
Yeah, no, I think you kind of have to do that. So, Yeah, so I really, really enjoyed this episode. I'm very excited about the finale. I think it's going to be great.
What is your bacon score?
Oh, 4.5 bacons out of 5. I
Okay,
thought I gave it. I thought I gave my
you
bacon score.
did not.
Sorry about that. But yeah, really, really good episode. We want to know your thoughts on this episode of Fear the Walking Dead, so leave them all in the comment box down below. Did you like it as much as us, or were you like, this is way too slow? Where the hell is all my walkers at? I did notice there were some walkers on the beach, though. They were there. So
Oh, I didn't notice that.
yeah, so we kept talking about giving the show shit about the fact that
Hmm.
all those walkers got thrown into the ocean and why have they not, come up on the shore yet?
Yeah.
But there were a couple as Madison and Alicia had their little conversation. So yeah, we want to know all your thoughts. Let us know all those. Hope you enjoyed our top 3 moments from this episode. Make sure you check out our podcast. It's entitled The Ranting Dead on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or you can just go on rantpocalypse.com to check it out. Thanks again. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.
Bye.